All right, guys, welcome back to the fourth week of A Journey to One Bitcoin, where I sit with you every single Friday and we stack Bitcoin together. We are now in the month of June. We've completed the month of May. Congratulations to all of you who stacked along with me and accumulated some Bitcoin. If this is the first time you started accumulating Bitcoin, big ups to you for getting this far. If you've been stacking Bitcoin before and you just haven't been consistent and disciplined, and you're continuing to watch this channel and stack along with me, awesome. Let's keep going. Let's keep reaching our goals. Again, we set a goal for 0.1 Bitcoin. That's the first goal that we're trying to get to, which is a massive amount, right? It's not an easy feat, and most people don't have 0.1 Bitcoin. So the goal is to get there, and we're going to do it together. So for the month of June, we're going to start setting out our expenses. We're going to re-budget, see how much we can allocate towards Bitcoin for the month of June. And once we've got that number set, we're going to just put it into action. Simple as that, okay? So first things first, for the month of June, we're going to jump here into the start categories. And again, guys, if you have a sheet, your own sheet, awesome. Just follow along. If you want this same sheet, feel free to add a comment in below, and I'll do my best to get you a sheet so you can follow along with me in future videos. Okay, so my monthly fixed expenses are all set. I haven't changed anything in my lifestyle. I haven't moved. I haven't changed my car. Nothing's changed. So everything has stayed the same. The only thing I keep seeing here is Coursera, which is driving me nuts. I need to cancel that subscription. I know they already charged me for this month, so I need to get it updated for next month. I'm not really using it, so I got to get rid of it. Okay, so then in discretionary spending, again, everything has stayed the same. Gas, groceries going out. The only difference is this month I will be going to Colombia to visit my girlfriend's family, so I'll be there just a few days, so I'm going to budget for that. And then my debt payments, credit card stays exactly the same, okay? Once that's put in, once you've got your expenses set in the start categories tab, you're going to jump over to financial deep dive, and we're going to start setting out our actual numbers. So again, everything in orange is what you can fill out. Everything else, it's a locked field. You can't change it anyways, even if you wanted to. But just for simplicity purposes, just keep in mind orange fields is the ones you want to change if you're using this sheet. Okay. So monthly fixed expenses, again, nothing's changed for me. It's exactly the same. Discretionary spending, for the most part, the same. The only difference is I've got Colombia added here, and I've already input my $300. That's how much I'm going to be spending. Well, I'm budgeting to spend in Colombia. Maybe I don't spend that amount, but that's about what I'm spending while I'm there. We're visiting family. We don't usually stay in hotels or anything. We are going to be just around family and not going out too much. So a little bit on the lower side, right? So we're all set there. And then I've got my debt payment all scheduled out as well. For credit card, I'm going to keep it at $1,000. My savings and investments are put here as well. So we got to make sure that we account for that. And then my income is set right here. So we're all set and scheduled out for how much we can invest in the Bitcoin for the month of June, which is $1,495.40. I will be investing 100% of that in this month. Okay. And the reason why I want to update this for you real quick is I want you to see when I update this 100%, you can see that based off of current Bitcoin price, and our investment strategy for this month, we should end the month with 0.014 Bitcoin, which is awesome. Okay, that's a big deal. It's a big time number. We're getting closer and closer to our goal every single week. Okay, so yeah, and at that price point, we should get to our goal of 0.1 Bitcoin in about 7 months. Not bad at all. Okay, by the end of the year, you'll have 0.1 Bitcoin, which is much more than what the majority of the world even has. Okay, it is a big deal. And if you've been watching some of these Bitcoin videos lately, all over YouTube, all these Bitcoin YouTubers are saying 0.1. If you have 0.1, you might be able to retire early. I don't know how much I believe that. I don't know how true it is, but I can tell you it is a big time target to get to in your journey of getting to more and more Bitcoin, or trying to get to 1 Bitcoin. You've got to get to that 0.1, and then you just keep going, okay? So by the end of this year, we should be there if we stay consistent, okay? Obviously, your numbers might be a little bit different, and if they are, and if you think you can do better, message me. I'm happy to sit on a call with you, and we can figure out your numbers and see what we can do to lower your expenses, your spending, so that you can accumulate even more Bitcoin over time, right? So again, now we're all set with the 1,495.40 for the month of June. That's how much I'm investing throughout the month. But again, I do weekly buys, so I'm going to put this at 25%, right? Once a week, 4 weeks in a month, 25%. So my BTC weekly allocation is going to be $373.85. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's get in that first buy and get this going. So I'm going to use, again, Kraken this week. I prefer this exchange for a number of reasons. Number one, the network or exchange fees are pretty low. The network fees also are usually not marked up. They're pretty close to the actual network fees as well. And I also like that they actually reduce the network fees or the transaction fees from my investment value. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I've already deposited my funds for the sake of time. So I've already set my funds up here, but if you don't know how to deposit funds into Kraken or into any exchange, add a comment down below and I'll be sure to create a video that I specifically teach you how to deposit your funds into an exchange. All right, so now I'm going to click buy and I'm going to go ahead and set up my weekly buy, which I don't remember what it was. It's 373.85. Okay. 373.85. My order type is going to be custom order. And I'm going to pay with the deposit that I've made. And then again, we're going to go in here and the target BTC price, we're going to set it just 1% under. Again, we want to catch any downswings if we can throughout the week. If we don't catch a downswing and it doesn't fill throughout the week, we'll just force fill it by the end of the week. Very simple. But it's cool if we can catch something a little bit lower. So then I click review and we're all set. So now we have our buy scheduled at 103,376. Our total amount that we're actually investing is $368.33. The fee is $5.52, so a total of $373.85, which is what we can invest for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. All right, and we're all set. Okay, awesome. So next step, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump into the accumulation log, and I'm going to log it in. Actually, let me do this. Let me move this over here. Jump into the accumulation. Sorry guys, I'm not a pro YouTuber. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right, so we're all in the accumulation log. I want to go ahead and just plug in my buy for this week. So again, June 6th, all set, 2025. Exchange that I used is going to be Kraken. That's what I used today. The amount that I invested is $373.85. The fee for this week was $5.52, so a little bit more. I guess there's more activity on the exchange. If this goes higher, I'll probably look at another exchange next week to see if there's a cheaper exchange. But usually Kraken is very, very good with their exchanges. All right, and then we set the buy at 103,376.29. And there you go. We are all set here with our buy. It's all scheduled out. We have the amount that we purchased, the amount that we purchased at. And again, this isn't confirmed, right? We're going to check it throughout the week. Next Friday when I jump on, I'll take a look if it was able to confirm. And if it has, then perfect. We'll leave it that way. And if it hasn't, we'll force fill it and then we'll update this accumulation log. As you can see here, actually, last week's we had set a buy on May 28th. It didn't actually fill until June 5th, yesterday. So I guess there was a downswing and it caught it at 103,130.60 cents. So we got a nice little downswing and we picked up Bitcoin at 103,000. And actually now it's a little bit in the profit. Which again, guys, I don't really care too much about that. This is a long-term game. We're not trying to make money tomorrow. We're trying to make money for the long term. We're going to be here for years trying to stack continuously to be able to build real wealth. So with that being said, accumulation log is all set. We're all done here. I'm going to jump real quick into the financial deep dive. I do want to show you guys this cool update where we're at already. So we are getting closer and closer to our goals here, guys. You see the bar graph updated a little bit and moved up. And so here's our 0.1, and we're getting almost to 20%, to 20% of our goal, which is 1/5 of our goal. We're at 13% right now. By the end of this month, we'll be there. So if I actually update this, let's take a look. 100%. We will be at 0.014. Awesome. So really exciting. Just keep stacking, guys. That's the name of the game. I'll be here again every single Friday, holding you guys accountable. I hope you guys are following along. If anybody's watching, everybody's listening out there, stack along with me. This will be an accountability channel. Make sure that you are putting some form of your money, some kind of savings into Bitcoin. And again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I am strictly just an adamant and advocate of Bitcoin. I know and I believe in its long-term value. We're seeing a lot of demand coming from financial institutions, from countries now, from asset fund managers, banks, all sorts of insane demand, and there is not enough supply. This is simple Econ 101. Too much demand and too little supply means extreme upside potential for the asset. So it's really, really straightforward. If you go ahead and look up any exchanges and see how much Bitcoin they have available, and you look at that graph compared to the demand, you'll see that exchanges are at an all-time low to how much Bitcoin they actually have on the exchanges available. You compare that to the growing demand, it's a really exciting time to be saving in Bitcoin. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're allocating your cash that's dwindling in purchasing power into something, an asset that is growing in purchasing power, right? Bitcoin is growing at an average rate, I believe, of 60% year over year. I think it's more than that, but let's call it an average of 60%. Everything else is not even close. So this is the fastest horse in the race. I suggest getting on the fastest horse in the race. Okay. So again, guys, I'll be here with you every single Friday, stacking along, making sure that we're doing this together. And I'll be here again next Friday with you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. Take care.